Hello lovely simmers, SimsEclaire here and welcome back to my channel. For today's video we are doing a cozy winter cabin. So it is now December 2nd, that's the day that I'm putting this video up. I am recording this a little bit before December, but it is now December 2nd, which means we are officially into holiday and winter and just like all themed types of builds that I have planned for us. We are starting with this cozy winter lodge, and it's kind of reminiscent of one of the first Christmas builds or holiday builds that I did last year when I first started my channel, and I kind of wanted to play off of that. And I also love being in the mountains and like cottages and lodges and just like cozy things. You guys know that from watching my channel, so I really wanted to make sure I got in at least one little cozy cottage or lodge for the winter time, because I do have other winter lodges planned, or I should say one other, but it's more of a chalet. It's quite large and fancy and a little bit more modern, so I do have one of those planned coming up, so stay tuned for that. I also have a colonial inspired build that's going to be very reminiscent of the Home Alone home. It's not going to be a recreation because that home is way too big for me to have in The Sims, at least with the time that I have right now. But I will be doing a colonial inspired home, and I'm thinking about doing like a Tudor style home, and I am going to be doing all of this in the winter. Now as you can tell, right now I'm building in the game, it is summertime, and that totally messed up my screenshots because I made it snow but the snow wouldn't stick and none of the plants were dead. But the save file that I build everything in is currently in the summer, so I have to kind of maneuver things. Let me know in the comments down below if you know how to cheat what season it is, so that way I can fix that and my screenshots can stop being messed up. But right now for this build we are working on the landscaping, and like I said, I am in summer, so all my plants are still alive despite the fact that it's supposed to be in winter. But at least you guys can see what the house would look like if all the plants were alive and it wasn't in the winter. So I guess it's kind of like a win situation, because I still can put snow on the screenshots, but you guys can see what it looks like in full bloom if you would have decided to put this in your game. But I wanted this to be a rental place. I didn't think Sims would live here. I thought it would definitely be like maybe I'm building it in Henford On Bagley, but I was thinking it would probably be in, what's it called? The world that we got with the camping pack. I can't even remember what the camping pack is called. But yeah, that world. The world where you can't actually do anything except for sit in the house and play chess or whatever, because there isn't any hiking or anything like that. There's a secret, oh, Granite Falls, that's what it's called. I was about to say because there's a secret like house near the waterfall, but that's what it's called, Granite Falls. I definitely imagine this in Granite Falls, or maybe in the Snowy Escape world, Mount Komorebi, but like up in the mountains. It's not really that kind of a style, but I think it could fit up there because it would be a mountain home. And right now we are working on the front porch area, and the front porch, it's a wraparound porch, so it is quite a large porch, but it's not very wide, so you can't really fit a whole lot of stuff on here. So I did a little seating area by the front. I'm going to add a chess table with 2 chairs obviously, and then I'm also going to be around back, I'm going to be doing a picnic table and a couple of plants and stuff, I think, as well as a couple of wall decorations. Before I decided to make this a rental place, I was going to put some flower pots and some gardening stuff. I might still do that because you can garden while you're on vacation, and that might be something fun for your Sims to do. Like maybe this is kind of like an Airbnb where someone does live in this house on the off season, but on the on season they rent it out, and so they tell their guests that they're more than welcome to help them tend the garden or whatever. But right now we are on the inside. Now the kitchen is very small, but it does function. I am going to be getting a counter as well, an island counter as well, and it doesn't block the refrigerator, but it also gives your Sim a little bit more cooking space just to make sure that everything is functional and everything does work. And I'm using the refrigerator and the stove from the Cottage Living kit, not Cottage Living kit, well, Cottage Living pack. And there you go. As you can see, I did just add the island, and I'm going to be adding some of the Cottage Living decor too, just because it kind of gives us that cozy feel. I know that pack is definitely more fall than winter, but I did think that the style could go for either or, especially since I was trying to make a cozy cabin or a cozy lodge. But I was trying in the decor to kind of hint that this was more winter themed. I was trying to go with like reds and greens instead of, you know, reds and yellows and browns like it was for for fall. And then I'm putting up some artwork that's more winter related, this barn in the snow and stuff like that. I add some of these ones from Tiny Living that have a hot chocolate mug, some stockings, and a fox as well that's wearing a scarf. So I'm just trying to hint that we are getting into the winter season. And then over here is the one bathroom in the build. It is downstairs. It has a shower, a sink, and a toilet, and it's a little snug. As you can see, I did have to add some space so that way the shower could actually fit. I was a little nervous about things being functional. I know that some simmers can make like 2 tile long bathrooms and it actually works. I have never figured out how to use that. My game does not like it when I play with things like that. So I always make sure my bathrooms have enough space, or else I'm afraid that they're not going to function. And then in here is the separated kind of living area. I thought about putting a Murphy bed in here, but I didn't like the styles of the Murphy bed. I didn't think they fit the house, so I did just go with a couch and a chair. But I thought having a Murphy bed would be kind of cool, because then if you had a sim who was like staying here with family members or was on vacation with friends and stuff, that way you could have more than one couple or more than one sim if they weren't related or weren't in a relationship. You could have more than 1 or 2 sims stay here in this house, but I decided to just go with the couch because I thought that the style fit a little bit better. And then I do have to move around the doors and the windows a little bit just so I could fit in a couch and a chair, because I definitely wanted there to be a sitting area, because I figured by the fireplace, you know, maybe they'd make some hot chocolate or something and sit and relax and talk. But then out here I am also doing a fire pit. Now it took me a little bit to find the fire pit because for some unknown reason I just kept scrolling right past it. But I'm doing some hay barrels and then also the log seating arrangement as well. Just that way, so there's some fun outside activity that your Sims can do. And then upstairs is the 1 bedroom, and I also swear that those 2 are the same color swatch. I don't know why they look different. I think it's just because of the lighting. But this is the only bedroom. Both sides of the bed do work. There is enough space. It's not too crowded by the wall. And it's very simple because it's not that large of a space. I just have the dresser, the mirror, and a couple of plant decorations. I did think that this house needed quite a bit of foliage. But besides that, that is it for this build. So I hope you all enjoyed this one. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you all next time. Bye!